everyone, my name is Ellen. I'm Buckeye Cross Stitcher on both FlossTube and Instagram. This is FlossTube number 7 and the date is May 31st, 2025, exactly 1 year after my retirement. So my shirt that I'm wearing this time, hopefully you can see it, says I'm retired and you're not, have fun at work tomorrow. That was given to me by one of my family members last year, so I thought I'd show you that. And then the hat I'm wearing is from Key West. So Jim and I took a vacation down to Florida, all the way down to the southernmost point in Key West and back. We had a great time going down, saw a lot of things. Coming back, however, Jim started in with COVID and then I got it. So we had a long trip home and we were supposed to stop and see family and friends, and we just pretty much had to cancel everything except for his sister. She lives in Northport, Florida, and she said, come anyway, I don't care. So we didn't do any hugging, or very little hugging, and didn't spend a whole lot of time with her, and so far so good. She did not get it. But I wanted to talk about Kim for a minute. She is an artist, and she actually draws, and she does stained glass, and I think there's a few other things that she does. And I have a clip on all of the stained glass pieces that we brought home with us. But this little guy's a dodo bird, and I just love him. And she was so sweet to give us several pieces, and she sent other pieces home for Jim's kids. So I have a separate video on that, and I am going to link her email below in case you're interested in maybe a customized stained glass piece. I think she may work with you. So that was fun, but we did not get to go to the beach with her. She has a huge shell collection, and she goes to the beach quite often, and we didn't get to go and visit all her secret places to get all the best shells, but that just means we'll have to have another trip down there. So I wanted to start this one out by showing you a finish. This is the June word swap, and I got that stitched. I need to get that up and in the frame so that I can get it out with all my other strawberry things. So that is done. And I did make a couple little, minor changes on that, but I'm really liking these word swaps. And I know she decided to continue this year to do more of them, so looking forward to what she comes out with. And currently I am stitching on the Let's Talk Summer hands-on design, and hoping to get that finished. I know first day of summer isn't until late June, but I'm hoping to whip this out so it'll be ready to put up the first day of summer. So that's a lot of stitching on those, but I am loving them, and I really don't mind stitching on black. I have a great OttLite magnifier, and Jim kind of customized it for me so it comes over the arm of my chair for me and just hits perfectly. So I really don't have any trouble stitching on black. And for my memory stitch for our Florida trip, I did this project, which was a kit. And I have a separate video on this, so I won't talk about it a lot here. But this was a kit, and I got everything except for the ribbon for this in the kit. So that'll go up with my summer decor as well, just as a memory for that trip. So as I like to do, I have a lot of different video clips that I'm going to put together, and hopefully you'll enjoy this floss tube. I got the summer and patriotic decor out, so I thought I'd show you some of those pieces. I'll start with Bucket Brigade up here. I've done all of these that Priscilla had in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. That's been a couple years now. Let's see, when did I do this? In 2022. So there's the patriotic one. I wish she'd do some more of those. I really like them. But I may have to come up with something else to go on that little tin, because I really like that up there on the top of the hutch. This one is Home of the Free, Primrose Cottage. And I did that last year. And then I have, to go with that, I have Firework Kisses, which is Primrose. And I did that one last year as well. And then I have Liberty Parade, and this is Homespun Elegance. I did that several years ago, 2020. Did a lot of stitching in 2020 during COVID time. And then I have a couple of gifts. This is a little Notions pouch from Shepherd's Bush, and my friend, my stitchy sister Molly, she stitched this for me. And she also did this little pin cushion. So I just got this in one of my baskets on the hutch. I probably should put it in my patriotic stitching bag, but I think for now I'll just have it out on display. And then in one of the StitchCon Smalls exchanges, I got this. This is Luminous Fiber Arts, and that's Bluebird's Salute. And it feels like she has sawdust or crushed walnuts or something like that in there. And then this little tag I did. This is called Red, White, and Bloom. It's Sam's Sunflower. This is a with needle and thread. So I just have that hanging off one of the knobs on the hutch. And this is My Country. This is Stitching with the Housewives, one of the Sassy Strippers. And I found the paddle at Hobby Lobby that she was doing some finishing on. And the other two I have here to show you, they look like cross stitch, but I think they're actually machine produced maybe. But then they look like they have, like someone actually hand stitched them closed on the bottom, so I'm not sure. But I got them at a craft show, so I have those as bowl fillers. And that's all I have on the hutch. Some of the other things I have out and kind of scattered around and on the fireplace mantle. This is for the birds. I think that was a What's in My Cup. And I got the backer. I think that was Scarlet Sky Designs. I love that one. I love the colors on that. And then this is Fractor Bird. This is Shakespeare's Peddler. And I think this came in a kit. I think the fabric was in there, the spool, the jute string, and I may have had the backing fabric. And then I switched out my wordplay for June. And I also have knee-high, this is by Hands On Design. And I just did this in a flat finish. I'm not really sure what I want to do with that yet. I keep thinking I'll be inspired by something, but right now I just have it like in a picture easel on the mantle. On the tower in the dining room, the big tiered tray from Hobby Lobby, I have a couple of these cute little pillows that my stitchy sister Erin had crocheted. And she had these on Etsy, and so I got those to go with my bee and my strawberry decor. And then I have Berry Sweet. This is a What's in My Cup from Priscilla and Chelsea. I'm all about strawberries. I like those. Then I have this is a black and white summer sampler. This is from Heart and Hand, Cecilia Turner. And then I have I Would Rather Be Stitching, Primrose Cottage, that pillow with the pins. And then I did the Honeybee Quaker, Primrose Cottage. And I had one of those extra bee pins, so I put that in there. Closed my back up with my label. And on this one I had stitched my initials in the year. Most of the time I'll sew on a charm from Amazon, one of those charms that you get with the year, but I had stitched it on this one. And that's all that's on the tier tray. Before I switch out my Truckin' Along series for the month, I don't think I had shown you May, so I've got May here and June, and I'm getting ready to put June up. I think these are still really cute. This is a series I stitched in 2020 and 2021. And I did make a few changes to these, but I really wasn't making a whole lot of changes back then. But I was on an auto ship with Fat Quarter Shop with this series, so I do have all of those done. And I'm going to be excited to have June up because that's my favorite month. That's my birthday month. So the Word Plays is another series that I have completed, and I'm getting ready to switch that out for June. The June month, I did do a lot of color changes on that. I wanted to be a little bit brighter colors on there because I was using that for my 60th birthday stitch. So I did change that. Most of them I didn't. Most of them I used like the DMC conversion for those and stuck with those colors. But I love having this ready to go and ready to switch out every month. So I wanted to show you a little closer these stained glass pieces that Jim's sister Kim had gifted us. And this one's so big I can't even get it all in the frame with my tripod and everything, but I have a few places, a couple ideas about where I want to hang this. But it was just so sweet of her to gift these pieces to us. And she is a true artist. I'll have talked about her a little bit more in the regular FlossTube introduction, but I wanted to try to get the pieces a little closer so that you could see them. These are the other two pieces that Kim gifted us. The birds in the birdhouse she had just completed, and when I saw that I was like, oh my gosh, I hate to even ask for it. It's just so pretty, but she gifted it to us. And then the dodo bird, she was going through her big tub of things that she takes to craft shows, and as soon as she unwrapped him, I'm like, oh, I gotta have him too. So I'll enjoy finding spots for these guys, and the dodo bird, he just may be out all year. I really like him. He's cute, he's whimsical. I'm all about it. The last pieces here I have to show you are going to Jim's kids. I think they had requested some of them. I liked what she did with the jellyfish and the feather, adding some different elements to those. I think Kim would do custom pieces if you're interested in that kind of thing. So I will put her Gmail email down in the description of the video. And we're just really grateful that she shared her art with us. It'll be fun finding places to put them up and show them off. So Happy Place was a start, a finish, and then I FFO'd it once we got back from vacation, but I did start it while we were in Florida. And if you see my thumbnail photo of me at the southernmost point, that white piece of cloth I'm holding in the photo is this piece that I had started. So the only changes I made on it is the French knots. I usually do 2 loops around my needle, and I only did 1. I really like how those came out because you use all 6 strands of the floss. And it has more back stitching on there than we're used to doing these days, but I thought that really made it pop, and it just looks really cute. So I'll be happy to have this for a memory stitch. We're trying to remember the positive parts and not the COVID part. We didn't get to spend a whole lot of time at the beaches. It was really, really hot. It was in the 90s most days. And the beaches we stopped at were kind of when we were in transit, so we didn't really get to spend a lot of time there like we normally do. But I guess the only other thing to say about this is that Kit had everything. The 14 count, Ada, the hoop, and I added the ribbon to it. And on the back of it, I laced it, and then I just covered it up with this piece of matte board and hot glued that on there with my little note about what this little project was for. So I'll be happy to have that for my summer decor. I had a couple of FlossTube shout-outs I wanted to do. Melly Ellie Stitches, Melanie, she lives in Michigan. She doesn't do a lot of videos, but she just did a whip parade, and it sounds like she's going to be at StitchCon Weekend A. I wish I was going to be there to see her because I've followed her since day one. But that was a fun video to watch, and I think she only posted it maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe less than that. And also Christy, Java Girl Stitches. Everybody, I think, kind of knows Christy. She just really is very talented, and I always like to refer back to her videos when I'm needing some finishing inspiration. So I will link both of them below and give them a look. I don't have a whole lot of haul to show you. We were on vacation, etc. And so I've just got a few things, but I do have both the fabric and floss kit that I got for the Free Stitch Friday for May, the Hello Spring from Promo's Cottage. And I also got the finishing kit, and our goodie this time was a zipper pull, the spring flower pot, and I think that's for sale now in their shop. So I chose the 28 count ice blue Lugana to stitch it on. So I'm hoping to maybe get that done yet this summer, so I'll have it ready for spring next year. So the other haul I have to show you is also from Primrose. I got the Fat Quarter Bundle, the American Finishing Favorites. I'll have a lot of things to use that for. I also got the American U needle minder and the Spring Chicky needle minder. And then I ordered the stitching rules. I didn't realize that they had the PDF available, so I thought what I was getting was a paper copy, and that's really what I prefer. But anyway, I have that in PDF, and I've got that all printed out. I have American U, American Alphabet, and American Celebration. And I also ordered from them Parade Sam from Not Forgotten Farm. So with the 250th coming up next year, I'm all about getting all this patriotic stitching done. So I think that's a wrap for this video. Thank you for stopping, and any new people, I appreciate you as well. If you have a comment, leave it below, and I do check those periodically. I'm going to be going to StitchCon Weekend B with my Stitchy sisters, so if you see me and you want to say hello, I'd love for you to stop and chat for a few minutes. And I probably will not be doing another video until the end of June because of StitchCon, because of just summer things going on. So with that, until we meet again, be excellent to each other.